Where's the best place to hide a dead body? On page 2 of Google, because that's where no one looks. Just think about it. When's the last time you did a search and you went to page 2 of Google? Hey everyone, I'm Patel, and today I'm going to break down how to climb Google's rankings from page 2 to page 1. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. There are roughly 2 ways you can improve your rankings if you're ranking on page 2 of Google search results. It's either by optimizing an existing page that ranks for the term you want to rank for, or creating a new one that's more suited to that keyword. Now let's see how you go about making the decision first. When do you optimize an existing page? Well, if the keyword you want to rank for is closely related to that topic of that page that ranks for it, then you'll be able to edit that page in a way that makes it more relevant to that keyword. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have a page on my website that ranks for the keyword Google Analytics, right? Which is on their analytics tools that helps you track your website traffic. As a matter of fact, I do rank for that keyword on position 14, depending on the search engine that you check, which I know it's Google is Google, but every country has different results. So what I'm going to have to do is search for this keyword on Google and analyze all the top 10 results. What am I going to be looking at? Well, what are the topics that those pages approach that my page doesn't? Are those content pieces longer than mine, or are they shorter? Do I need to, in other words, write more content or actually make it shorter and get to the point quicker? Is their content more captivating than I am? What are the questions that people are asking on websites like Quora and Reddit about Google Analytics or the topic that you're ranking on page 2 of that I could be answering in my content piece? Remember, Quora tells you what's popular based on people's votes and views, and Reddit is similar. That'll help understand the issues and the pain points that people have related to that subject. Does Google have any people also ask results for that keyword that I could be getting more questions from? And I'll use this analysis to come up with ideas for improvement for my page that'll help increase the chance of me ranking higher for that keyword. Then I go in and edit my page to make it better than any other content piece out there in the top 10. Here's another thing I do. There's a tool called ClickFlow. One of the most easiest ways to get your page from page 2, or your ranking from page 2 to page 1, is actually not through backlinks, it's through click-through rate. Think of it this way. If you did a Google search and another 1,000 people did a Google search, or let's say 1 million people did a Google search for the word cars, if everyone clicked on the second result instead of the first result, what does that tell Google? It tells Google, hey, people prefer the second result over the first result, so we should switch the rankings and put number 2, number 1, and number 1, number 2. It really is that simple. Google's not going to be like, well, you don't have as many backlinks as number 1, and even though everyone is clicking on number 2, we're still going to keep number 2, number 2. That's not going to happen. They're taking user signals into account. So when you think about your titles, how can you massage your copy in your meta description and titles to maximize click-through rate? And the way you do that is through testing title tags. You look at who's above you, you look at the paid advertising, because that's based on quality score. So that'll give you ideas, or you can use click tools like ClickFlow and A/B test your title tags. And when you do that, it'll help you increase your click-through rate, which then also pushes you up from page 2 to page 1. Now, the second group is, when do you create a new page for a keyword? Well, first off, if the keyword you're ranking for isn't really related to the topic of the page that ranks for it, then you need to create another page that revolves around that keyword. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have a page on my website that ranks for buy Instagram followers. Let's say that page is titled, How to Sell on Instagram Without Spending a Dime. The topic of that page isn't related to anything around buying Instagram followers. And I know that's an extreme example, but this happens all the time. And this is something that I wouldn't advise my clients or visitors to do anyways. You don't want to trick people. So instead of optimizing this page for a keyword that's not really related to that topic, I'm going to go ahead and create a new page, and maybe I'll call it, Should You Buy Instagram Followers? And I'm going to talk about why you should not do it, and in the long run how that can hurt you. With the existing page that ranks for it, I'm going to create an internal link that points to the new content piece. So when I'm talking about selling on Instagram, I may say, hey, if you need more followers, check out this post on buying Instagram followers. As I go about writing the content for this new page, I'm going to make sure I follow the same steps and analyze the top 10 ranked pages for that keyword to see how I can offer better content than anyone else who ranks for it. If you follow those tips, you're going to be better off, and you're going to start taking your rankings from page 2 to page 1. And if you're not even on page 2, don't worry, use these tips and you'll start showing up on page 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, and eventually page 1. If you want my company to just do all this for you, check out my ad agency, NP Digital. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell people about it. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day.